Hi everybody, my name is Gerry and this is part 2 of week 6 for Africa Weekly Chat. Part 2 because for today we had quite a bit to discuss and chat. It's damn cold. We are standing in Medique where the sun has just come up, as you can see, probably from all the light, beautiful light behind us here. And we've been out here for a while shooting some stars and things like that. So with everything I wanted to chat about this week, I thought let's split this thing into 2 and see how it works. On that, another reason is YouTube only allows me 15 minutes at a time. So if anybody has any other ideas on sites that can give me longer episodes, please let me know. Drop me an email. Right, quick wrap up. On part 1, we had a quick look at, spoke about star trails and things like that. Well, not star trails, just shooting stars and how to do it. We also had a look, yes, there's a very big lens next to me. And that's the thing. We looked at supports, right? Tripods, gimbal heads. We looked at things like badger bags. Don't wear them. Check video 1. Also then bush bags, supports for cameras. That question came from Tristan, so had a look at that. We also chatted about wallpapers. The wallpapers for June are up and ready. So in part 2 now, I'm going to do a very quick little Lightroom tutorial on selective coloration. I'm sure you've seen these wedding shots where they take, for example, all the color out of the image and you get the bride and groom in black and white, and just the rose is a bright red. Like it or not, okay, discussion for another time. But what I'm after there is how to do it. So if you got your nature and wildlife images, you can easily use a couple of sliders to drop certain colors but keep others. So with that, small tutorial on selective coloration starting round about now. Okay, in today's quick Lightroom tutorial, we're going to have a very brief look at using HSL, that's hue, saturation and luminance, click once there, to do selective coloration on an image. What that would mean is to maybe, if we want to drop the red background here, only keep the green, or vice versa. A lot of uses for that in commercial and wedding lifestyle photography. Not always that much in wildlife, but you can get quite creative with your images. So, let's have a look. What you have here, you've got hue, saturation and luminance. For today we're focusing on saturation, which is the amount of color of the specific color in an image. So we're pretty much here working with a green and a orangey brown color. So first exercise, let's see if we can drop all the brown oranges out of this. What you do, you come across to the side here, look for the color that you need to drop. Let's work on orange. Go to the orange, hold the slider. Remember, if you move to the right, you're adding color, watch the image. And if we drop it down to the left, we are removing. So, all the way to the side, drops all the oranges out of this color. You see, interesting result already. But, if we click once here to have a zoom, there is still a little bit of orangey yellow color on the outline of our chameleon here. So, go to the next step, come across back to the side, look at yellow, click and hold. Now, it's visual, so as you click and hold, moving to the left, which desaturates just the yellows, have a look at the image. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Alright, let's stop there for now. Right, interesting result. So we've dropped all of the oranges, well, most of it, because there's still a little bit here, but I'm happy for that. Now, to just give this kind of image a punch, I want my greens a bit more. So we come across green, click and hold. Remember, right increases. So if we increase to the side, watch the greens pop a bit. There it comes to life. Let's leave it there for now. Right, there we go. Very quick and simple. 3 sliders takes us from, look at the before and after, it takes us from that to that. Very funky result. Right, click on the center. I'm going to reset this image, which then takes it back to its original state. Watch these sliders as I push. Click reset. Done. Back to normal. The reverse, just as a very quick exercise here, drop the green, keep the orange. So we go to green, drop that all the way to 0, because remember, left desaturates. Now, you see there's a lot of yellow in this as well. So, if we look here at the chin area, there's a bit of yellow in here, so that's what we still have. Take the yellow and drop it down as well. There we go. You see, so the combination of your green and yellow makes up what we originally see as green. Reset once more. Click. Watch. You see it as green. We drop the green to 0. There's still something left. You drop the yellow to 0. And you're done. Before and after. Nice image to start. Different. Right, this is not something you're going to be using all the time in wildlife photography, but it can help you to punch certain colors. Last example. Click on reset. Let's say, for example, I wanted to just punch my greens in this image. No, cancel. Let's punch just the background. I can go to my orange and increase just that color. Alright, okay, that gets a bit much, but you get the idea. Look at before and after. just a single color. So you can now look at images where you have, for example, a blue sky. You can choose the blue channel and just increase or decrease the saturation on that sky. Reset, we're back to normal. That's it for this week. Nice and short. See you next time. Alright, that's it. Selective coloration. Easy to use, very short, but powerful. Play with it. What you can also, instead of just dropping all the colors like I just did, you can, for example, just push your blues up or down. Anyway, play with it. Tell me what you think. Then another reason why this video is part 2 of week 6 is I've had a lot of comments and stuff from people over the last couple of weeks, and I just don't have time to get onto the email and type everything. So maybe this is an easy way. Check some of the comments and stuff. A little while ago, I think it's 2 weeks ago, we did sharpening in Lightroom and using the masking tool to select which areas you want to have sharpened. Sylvie then asked if it's possible with JPEG and RAW. Now I only shoot RAW because it gives me a lot more control afterwards, but Lightroom sees your JPEG file as the same. It'll try and apply all the same changes whether you shoot JPEG or RAW. So Sylvie, yes, you can still apply masking to your JPEG images inside Lightroom. RAW is better when you come to things like white balance, exposure, and getting the detail from the light and the darks, but your sharpening is exactly the same. So yes, you can. Another comment was from Lee from Australia. Lee also shares the passion for what I do, and I'm sure a lot of us do. And yeah, great hearing from you, Lee. Thanks so much for the kind words. What Lee also had is, on this sharpening tutorial that we spoke about, Lee then dropped quite a few extra tips for me in the comment section of the blog. So what I wanted to mention is only, number one is thanks, but also I think what we need to look at is the community that builds out of the comments of blogs. Yeah, I mean, people bypass, some people don't even check them, but if you go and check comments on blogs, if you see these comments, check it out, because there's a lot of people out there willing to share ideas, share information, like Lee did now. She's got a couple of keyboard shortcuts for changing things and so on. So go check out the comments. I'm also going to put a link to Lee's website address, so you can go and check her work. Some nice things on there. Thanks, Lee. Another one from Alex. Alex asked, because I'm working in Lightroom, Alex asked, what about Aperture? Apple Aperture. Another program similar to Lightroom. Alex, I have played with it a little bit. I had a demo trial thing of it, and it's nice. It's look, any Apple product software, the user interface is beautiful. I mean, Apple does, from opening the box up into the software, it's just a thing of beauty. But Aperture, I don't know, I just like Lightroom. I've been using it for a while. I find it very intuitive. I know how to work it. Aperture can probably do all the same things. The one thing that I know, and you guys can mail me if I'm on the wrong track here, but I do think Aperture is a lot more resource hungry. So on your computer, it takes up a lot of space, where Lightroom is only a small program. But hey, it's at the end, I suppose it's not just about, I mean, I say always, it's not about the equipment you use, it's how you use it. I think it goes same for your processing software as well. Aperture, Lightroom, they do the same thing, but it's ultimately you that have to look at what you want to do with it. I don't know enough about it. If anybody wants to leave some comments, linking up to the previous point, maybe we can have a discussion. But your Aperture looks great, and I'm sure does a great job as well. Then an email I got from, it was Deepansh Mishra from India. Deepansh is 17 from India, and also absolutely loves the wildlife photography. Now, I mean, I don't know, a lot of you guys, if you do this for a living or for a passion, you go do these things. I mean, you get stuck in the moment. Like this morning, Grant's behind the camera, by the way. We were out here shooting stars and things, and you get so lost in the moment that you sometimes forget that people out there enjoy your work. Now, to receive an email like I did from Deepansh, it's quite humbling in a way. I mean, the things you say is just, it makes us, I think, appreciate the option, what's the word? It makes us appreciate the opportunities we have of being in places like this and shooting the things we do. So thank you so much for your email. Really, really means a lot. Deepansh also says his dad is a wildlife photographer up in India. I would love to go there someday and do some of that. But yeah, thank you so much. If you guys have any comments and stuff, please drop them in. It's great. I mean, you know, I'm excited about this whole thing and things that's going to happen in future. More on that soon. But yeah, it's just great to hear from you guys that what I do and what we as wildlife photographers do gets appreciated and gets admired, I suppose, admired, but also, I mean, just that you enjoy what we do, because we do. We enjoy what we do. I'm sure Grant will agree there. It's just what we do, it's special. It really is. I mean, standing out here, sun coming up, there was a leopard calling here earlier on. So yeah, thank you so much for the email. Truly appreciate it. Then, yeah, let's wrap it up from there, I think. The wallpaper downloads, like I mentioned in part 1, is up and ready to go. There's your 3 wallpapers for the month. Then at the end of this post, of this video, like normally, I'll have 3 images. Hopefully, if I have time, some of the star shots from this morning. What else? I think that is about it for part 2. So, yeah, give me a shout, give me an email, drop me a comment, link up on Facebook, Twitter. It is a community that we are building and that we are a part of. So I always look forward to your comments. Until next week, make sure to check out part 1. If you haven't, if you dropped onto this one, part 1, then this one, I will see you all next week. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Hi guys, this is a quick insert after we finished shooting the last video, well, part 1 and part 2. Grant and I chatting around here, and then Grant's going to zoom in. There's some lions that popped up other side of the dam. So we're going to quickly drive around there and maybe just get you a little bit of extra footage. Seeing this is wildlife photography, we're going to give you some wildlife as well. Drop in some more in a second. Hi guys, yeah, like we said earlier from that side, we got some lions that popped up as we finished the video. So Grant's going to play around a bit, we'll leave you with a bit of footage. I'll see you next week.